Hello, my name is Dylan McGarr, and I am seeking an organizational communication training consultant position with the Murray Group as a part of their state-of-the-art communication consultant firm. We know that communication is not so much about the message that was sent, but the message that is being received. Listening is often at the heart of receiving messages, so it is important that we are able to do it effectively. I am going to discuss 3 things that you can do in order to be a more effective listener. Are you listening? Let's start. Before anyone is doing any talking or listening, be sure that the environment you are in caters to communication. All parties involved should certainly be comfortable. If the temperature is not right, adjust it. Avoid any unnecessary visual distractions. And if the noise level is not right, find a way to change it. Countless times I have been on the receiving end of a conversation in a place that is too noisy for me to hear in, and through no fault of my own, I have become a subpar listener. It is my responsibility as a good listener to suggest an area change or a volume decrease to ensure that physically there is nothing preventing me from listening effectively. Now that you have set the stage, it is time for the meat and potatoes of listening. Listening. What is important about this step is that listening is not just done with your ears, but also your eyes. The difference between hearing and listening is being near information versus processing information, and making eye contact with your speaker is giving them feedback that their message is not being lost in space. It is showing them that not only are you hearing what they are saying, but you are actively engaged in their message. Your conversation partner has now stopped talking. The listening process is over, right? Not quite. The last thing we have to do is give a more traditional version of feedback by responding. Responding is not always necessary, but for our purposes, I will assume that most conversations involve a response. Do not respond right away. Sometimes, if you do not allow time for reflection, it will cause your response to sound irrelevant or stray off on a tangent. It can also tell your speaker that you have not been actively listening to them and instead just waiting for your own chance to respond. When responding, you should try to highlight the main ideas of the conversation to summarize and confirm the information that you have been given. Then you can provide a response that continues the conversation in a constructive direction. It can be very frustrating for speakers to receive feedback only to find out that they have been completely misheard. Your response can also end the conversation based on having met conversational goals. Listening is such a cornerstone of basic communication, and we are often not aware that we are not listening as effectively as we should be. Always put yourself in a comfortable setting when possible. Nothing too noisy or with excessive visual distractions or anything like that. Always make eye contact while somebody is speaking so that they know you're in the same conversation that they are in. And finally, give relevant feedback when you are done speaking. We speak and listen all the time, so next time you are having a conversation with somebody in person, focus on the things that I have discussed for the both of you. Are you an effective listener? Are they? Thank you very much, and happy holidays.